Hey YouTube, it is Dan, and I am back with another one of my DVD related videos. Over the last 2 weeks, I have amassed a great amount of Blu-rays and movies. So I decided to take a play from Cool Duder, who is a YouTube user. I've mentioned him before in some of my videos, and I'm just going to go and do a straight DVD by DVD update on what I got these last 2 weeks, because like I said, it's really a big pile. So I'm going to start with the TV shows I've gotten. This first one I picked up on Halloween at Walmart for $20. It is Batman the Animated Series Volume 1. Now, I don't know who remembers this series, who doesn't, but this was a really good show. It ran in like 92 or 94, I can't remember which. And it was basically the adventures of Batman animated. Mark Hamill did the Joker, Kevin Conroy was the voice of Batman. And they packed this together in some really nice packaging. It's when they pack DVDs like this I feel guilty that I move them all into like CD books and stuff just because I have so many movies. But they really packed this up nice. 4 discs. Disc 1 is over here. And it has Batman on the disc. I don't know how well you can see that. Then disc 2 features, if I'm not mistaken, Robin. Sorry, I had to look at that for a second. Then disc 3 is Catwoman. And disc 4 is the Joker, who was voiced by Mark Hamill in the series. Like I said, it's packed together really nice, and there are a lot of TV shows that I will look at you and say I liked as a kid, but this is one of the ones that I really have the testament to it, where I actually stayed up in the summer and on nights when I didn't have school until midnight to watch this on Boomerang. So if you get a chance to pick this up, this is Volume 1 of Batman the Animated Series. It has 28 episodes. The first season ran for like 60 episodes. So it's actually seasons... The next volume is like the rest of Season 1 and part of Season 2, I think. And there's 3 or 4 volumes of this on DVD. This next one I recently picked up for $10 at my local Walmart. And it is The Addams Family, the complete first volume. Again, The Addams Family was one of those shows where it ran for not too long. It only ran for, I think The Addams Family ran for 2 seasons. This is 22 episodes of Season 1. And then there's a second volume that finishes out Season 1, starts Season 2. And then one more volume that completely finishes it out. Now, the only thing I don't like about this set is that it's packed on flipper DVDs. You know, you've got those double-sided DVDs. I can't stand when TV shows and movies are packed on that. But, you can't argue it. This is another one of those shows that I really remember liking whenever I would see it on TV Land and stuff. It's got some great bonus features. You Rang Mr. Addams featurette. Snap Snap featurette. The Addams Family theme song karaoke. Audio commentary on The Addams Family Goes to School, Morticia the Matchmaker and Cousin It Visits the Family, original drawings and photos, and The Addams Family Portrait featurette. And this is a set, I've only had a chance to watch 1 or 2 episodes, but I'm looking forward to getting to sit down and watch this. Next up in the collection update, we have something I also picked up on Halloween at the local FYE. I keep wanting to call it Suncoast, but it's FYE, and it is UHF. I love this movie. This is one of my favorite movies. This was done by Weird Al Yankovic back in 1989. And you can actually tell from the cover that it actually has Fran Drescher from The Nanny and Michael Richards from Seinfeld in some of their earliest acting work. And I made my mom sit down and watch this because she's never seen it and I had wanted her to see it. And she noticed this one actor. I forget what his name is off the top of my head, but I found out he's actually the guy who plays Luke, I think his name is Luke, on one of her soap operas. I think it's General Hospital. You'll have to bear with me on that. And I was kind of surprised she knew somebody who was in this movie. And it's also packed on a flipper DVD. One side is widescreen with all these bonus features, then the other side is full screen with 20 minutes of deleted scenes. This is actually a re-release of a 2003 or 2002 DVD I do not remember off the top of my head which year the original DVD came out, but it's a re-release of that DVD. It was packed under the Cult Classics lineup, but this is a good movie. I like this one. There's a lot of people who don't, but I really do like this one. Next up is something I picked up recently in honor of the start of the holiday season, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation starring Chevy Chase. This is a movie my mom has liked since the beginning of time. It's packed very nicely. It's a special edition. Now, go figure, I just found out today there's actually an ultimate edition of this DVD too. Figures, I spent $10 on this, and then I find out there's a really special edition of it. But this is a movie my mom has liked forever, and she has it on VHS. And about 2 years ago, an ex-girlfriend of mine was watching it, and I figured, you know what, I'll sit down and I'll watch it. I didn't think this movie would grow on me, but it did. This is a good one. I love this one, especially when Chevy Chase flips off the truck. And it's actually got some really good actors in it. It's got Beverly D'Angelo as the mom, Randy Quaid, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who's on New Adventures of Old Christine. She was in Seinfeld. I can't remember if I just said Randy Quaid or not. He's the one who's in the news now with his wife Evie for skipping court or something. Juliette Lewis and William Hickey. I'm sorry, there was a little smudge there. And it's got some nice bonus features. It's got feature-length audio commentary with Randy Quaid, Beverly D'Angelo, John Galecki, Miriam Flynn, director Jeremiah Chekik, and producer Maddie Simmons, and the theatrical trailer. This is another good movie, great for the holiday season. This one, you'll notice a lot of these movies I picked up at Walmart. This is another one that I picked up at Walmart. It is 15 horror films that you should not watch alone. And it is a really good set. It's got some good movies and some not so good movies. It's also packed on Flipper DVDs. I don't know what it is, but Flipper DVDs seem to be the bane of my existence at this point. There's color movies, there's black and white movies. There's 15 of them. Some of the best ones on the set: Night of the Living Dead, which was a great George A. Romero film, which somehow slipped into the public domain due to copyrights not being filed correctly. House on Haunted Hill with Vincent Price. That's a really good movie. It's entertaining. It's a classic. Another one that I thought was really good was where is it? The Last Man on Earth, starring Vincent Price. That was an adaptation of I Am Legend, which became the film I Am Legend with Will Smith, but this was the version. And then there's a bunch of other movies on it I haven't had a chance to see yet. Carnival of Souls, I Bury the Living, Blood Tide, Fangs of the Living Dead, Bloody Pit of Horror, The Undertaker and His Pals, which I've actually heard is a movie that is so awful you can actually gauge other bad movies from that movie. Nightmare Castle, Dementia 13, Count Dracula and His Vampire Brides with Christopher Lee. That's one I really do want to sit down and watch. The Pikes, or the Picks, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, Dominique is Dead, and The Ghost. This is a pretty nice set. I mean, you know what? $15, and already 3 good films on here. If you bought them on DVD, they'd be $5 or $10 each. So that right there really makes the set worth it, even if you get 1 or 2 duds. This next one I actually already did a video on where you can actually hear me really talk about, so I'm going to touch lightly on this and the next one I'm about to show. These are 2 Blu-rays I have. The Rocky Collection, the Undisputed Collection, which has the entire Rocky series on 7 Blu-ray discs, which is, awesome. And I'm excited I got this because we're getting close to Thanksgiving, and I like to punctuate Thanksgiving weekend by checking out the entire Rocky series. So I'm going to be excited to be able to watch them all in HD. I'm actually staying at an aunt's house, so I'm going to take my laptop with me and watch these with my uncle. After that, this is another one I did a video on already, the Rocky Horror Picture Show 35th Anniversary Edition Blu-ray. I've talked about this, where it's got like the note and all the fun stuff, and then in the very back is the Blu-ray itself. This is a great film. For this and the Rocky one, you can check out the videos I've already done. And then finally, this was a birthday present I got, because my birthday was on the 5th. This was a really fun present to get, actually. I got this early, like 3 days early, because it came out a few days early. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 25th Anniversary Concerts. This DVD is awesome. Awesome. Let me just read to you the artists who perform on here and some of the guests they have and so forth. It's got Crosby, Stills, and Nash with special guests Bonnie Raitt, Jackson Browne, and James Taylor. Smokey Wonder with special guests Smokey Robinson, John Legend, B.B. King, Sting, and Jeff Beck. Paul Simon with David Crosby and Graham Nash and Don DiMucci. Simon and Garfunkel, Aretha Franklin with special guest Annie Lennox. Metallica with Lou Reed, Ozzy Osbourne, and Ray Davies. U2 with Bruce Springsteen, Patti Smith, and Roy Bittan. Mick Jagger, Fergie, will.i.am. That actually is Fergie and will.i.am. Their appearance wasn't needed. It's got Jeff Beck with guest Sting, Buddy Guy, and Billy Gibbons. And it's got Bruce Springsteen and the East Street Band with Sam Moore, Tom Morello, John Fogerty, Darlene Love, Billy Joel, and then one where all of them get together and do a song with Bruce Springsteen. This DVD runs about 5 hours and 20 minutes long. DVD. Blu-ray. This Blu-ray runs 5 hours and 20 minutes long. I know there already is a DVD of it out, or DVD coming out. There's something about a 3-disc DVD. And the packaging is actually pseudo-autographed by all of the different performers, and it opens into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame concerts. Then you've got the 2 Blu-rays packed in. One's gray, one's orange. And it's got the book, which this was actually a cover to a Rolling Stone magazine. Then it's got essentially the full articles, all the articles that were relating to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the concerts, and then the track listing for both DVDs. This is possibly one of my favorite presents I got for my birthday, second maybe only to the PSP, which I'll do a video on at a later time. So thank you for watching my DVD update. I will probably do more of these if I ever have another time where I get a lot of DVDs in a short amount of time. And be sure to check out one of my upcoming projects I'm going to do within the next month or so, which is my favorite holiday films for the Christmas season. So be sure to check that out. You can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/Dan Stransky. Until next time, this is Dan signing out.